Hey everyone, and welcome to our food trip around the world. Today we're going to make 3 super yummy recipes that will make you say wow. We're making dishes with stories, with history, with amazing tastes. From England to France and then to Italy, let's get cooking. Okay everyone, listen up. Today we're diving into a true gem of British cuisine. First we're making a real English favorite, beef Wellington. This dish is a showstopper, perfect for impressing guests or celebrating special occasions. This dish has awesome flavors and textures, and when you make it right, it looks amazing. The combination of tender beef, savory mushrooms and flaky pastry is simply irresistible. We're talking about a perfectly cooked piece of beef tenderloin covered in a yummy mushroom mix, all wrapped in a golden flaky pastry. Each component plays a crucial role in creating the ultimate culinary experience. Now this dish is a little tricky. It requires patience, precision and a bit of practice, but don't worry, I'll guide you through each step. It takes time, it takes careful work, but believe me, it's worth it. The end result is a dish that not only tastes incredible, but also looks stunning on the plate. We're going to start by cooking that beautiful piece of beef. Searing it properly is key to locking in all those delicious juices. Get the pan super hot, add a little oil, and we want a nice brown crust on all sides. Don't overcook it. The goal is to sear the outside while keeping the inside tender and juicy. Next, we're making the mushroom mix. This is known as mushroom d'Uxelles, and it's packed with flavor. This is where the big flavor comes from. Finely chopped mushrooms, shallots, garlic, and a touch of herbs all come together to create a rich, aromatic filling. Herbs all cook together until they're rich and smell amazing. The key is to cook the mushrooms until all the moisture evaporates, concentrating the flavors. This is what makes beef Wellington so special. The mushroom d'Uxelles adds a depth of flavor that complements the beef perfectly. Now let's talk about the pastry. The puff pastry is what gives beef Wellington its signature flaky crust. We're using the best puff pastry. It's important to use high-quality pastry to ensure it bakes up light and crisp. Roll it out thin, wrap it around the beef and mushrooms, and don't forget to brush it with egg. The egg wash gives the pastry a beautiful golden color and a glossy finish. This makes it golden brown and beautiful. The visual appeal is just as important as the taste. Into the oven it goes, and while it's baking, let's talk about why beef Wellington is so cool. It's a dish that combines technique, flavor, and presentation. This dish is usually for special times, celebrations, moments you want to remember. It's a way to show your loved ones that you care and that you're willing to put in the effort to make something extraordinary. It's a dish that says, I made something special. When you present it at the table, it's a moment of pride and joy. And when you cut into that perfectly cooked Wellington, the smell alone will make everyone hungry. The aroma of the beef, mushrooms and pastry is simply mouth-watering. The tender beef, the savory mushrooms, the flaky pastry. It's a perfect combination. Each bite is a symphony of flavors and textures that will leave everyone at the table wanting more. Next, we're going to France for a taste of something truly fancy, lobster bisque. This dish is the epitome of French culinary elegance, combining rich flavors and a luxurious texture that will transport you straight to a Parisian bistro. This isn't just any regular soup. It's a sophisticated blend of ingredients that come together to create something extraordinary. This is a smooth, creamy, super flavorful soup that'll make you feel like a king or queen. Each spoonful is a delightful experience, rich and velvety, with layers of taste that unfold on your palate. We're starting with fresh lobsters. The quality of the lobster is crucial as it forms the foundation of the bisque's flavor. We're going to get all the flavor from the shells and the meat. The shells, often discarded, are packed with intense flavors that are essential for a perfect bisque. We're going to roast those shells with onions, carrots and celery to make a flavorful base. Roasting brings out the deep, rich flavors and adds a wonderful depth to the bisque. Then we're adding some brandy because it makes it even better. The brandy adds a subtle sweetness and complexity that elevates the dish. This adds more flavor to the bisque. The alcohol evaporates, leaving behind a rich, aromatic essence. Tomatoes, tomato paste and stock go in next, and we're letting it simmer. Letting all those flavors mix together, the tomatoes add a touch of acidity, balancing the richness of the lobster and brandy. Now here's the cool part. Blending the bisque ensures a smooth, uniform texture. We're blending the bisque until it's super smooth, then straining it to get rid of any lumps. This step is crucial for achieving that signature velvety texture. This makes it creamy and velvety. The texture is just as important as the flavor in a bisque, and a lobster bisque needs lobster meat. Adding chunks of lobster meat back into the bisque gives it a wonderful texture and ensures that every bite is packed with flavor. We're adding that back in with a little cream and a splash of cognac to make it extra special. The cream adds richness, while the cognac enhances the depth of flavors. Season it perfectly, and you've got a soup that's fit for royalty. The right balance of seasoning brings all the flavors together harmoniously. Lobster bisque is all about elegance. It's a dish that not only tastes amazing, but also looks stunning when served. It's a dish you should enjoy slowly with every spoonful, making you feel like you're in a fancy French restaurant. The ambiance and presentation add to the overall experience. It's both impressive and comforting, and everyone will want more. This bisque is a true testament to the art of French cooking, combining tradition and sophistication in every bowl. Finally, we're ending our food trip in Italy with a classic dessert, tiramisu. This iconic Italian dessert is known for its rich flavors and delightful textures, making it a favorite among dessert lovers worldwide. This Italian treat is all about layers of flavor and texture, and it's the perfect way to end any meal. Each bite offers a harmonious blend of creamy, sweet, and slightly bitter notes that dance on your palate. We're talking about soft cookies dipped in coffee, specifically lady fingers, which are known for their light and airy texture. These cookies absorb the coffee, giving them a delightful coffee flavor without becoming too soggy, layered with a creamy mascarpone filling, which is the heart of the tiramisu. This filling is rich and smooth, providing a perfect contrast to the coffee-soaked cookies, and dusted with cocoa powder, adding a touch of bitterness that balances the sweetness of the mascarpone and the coffee. It's a simple dessert, but when made with good ingredients, it's amazing. High-quality mascarpone, fresh espresso, and premium cocoa powder make all the difference. First, we need to make coffee. Freshly brewed espresso is ideal because it has a strong, robust flavor that will infuse the cookies with a rich coffee taste. Strong espresso that will give the cookies a great coffee flavor. Make sure the coffee is hot and fresh to get the best results. Once the coffee is ready, let it cool a little. This step is crucial because if the coffee is too hot, it can make the cookies too soft and ruin the texture of the tiramisu. Now, for the mascarpone filling, this creamy mixture is what gives tiramisu its luxurious texture and rich flavor. This is the best part. We're mixing mascarpone cheese, sugar, eggs, and a little vanilla until it's light and fluffy. The key is to whip it well to incorporate air, making it smooth and creamy. This makes the tiramisu creamy. The light and fluffy mascarpone filling is essential for achieving the perfect texture, and this makes the tiramisu creamy. The light and fluffy mascarpone filling is essential for achieving the perfect texture. Now comes the fun part, making the tiramisu. This is where you get to see all the components come together into a beautiful dessert. Dip the cookies in the coffee quickly. Don't let them get too soggy, and put them in a dish. The key is to dip them just long enough to absorb the coffee without falling apart. Top with the mascarpone filling, spreading it evenly over the cookies to ensure every bite is filled with creamy goodness. Then do it again until you've used everything. Layering is key to achieving the perfect balance of flavors and textures. Once the tiramisu is done, it needs to chill in the fridge. This step is crucial as it allows the flavors to meld together and the cookies to soften just right. This lets the flavors mix and the cookies soften. The chilling process is what transforms the individual components into a cohesive, delicious dessert. Just before serving, dust it with cocoa powder. This final touch adds a slight bitterness that perfectly complements the sweetness of the dessert. Tiramisu has a perfect balance of flavors. The coffee, the sweet mascarpone, and the slight bitterness of the cocoa powder all come together in harmony. The soft cookies, it all goes together perfectly. Each layer contributes to the overall experience, making every bite a delight. It's both elegant and comforting, a dessert that can be served at a fancy dinner party or enjoyed as a cozy treat at home. And it will satisfy your sweet tooth. Tiramisu is the perfect way to end any meal, leaving you with a sweet and satisfying finish. There you have it, 3 amazing recipes from around the world. Whether you're cooking for a party or just for yourself, these dishes are sure to be a hit. Remember, cooking is about passion, it's about being careful, and most importantly, it's about sharing great food with people you care about. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more yummy recipes. Happy cooking!
Listen up, you guys. Today, we're diving into the world of culinary excellence. Today, we're taking roast duck to the next level. This isn't just any roast duck. It's a masterpiece in the making. We're talking about a symphony of flavors, a dish that screams luxury and indulgence. Imagine a plate that not only looks stunning, but tastes even better. This is not your average weeknight dinner, this is a showstopper. It's the kind of meal that turns an ordinary evening into an extraordinary experience. We're going for succulent, tender duck meat with skin so crispy it crackles with every bite. The kind of crispiness that makes your mouth water just thinking about it. And we're going to pair it with a rich, decadent crab meat and lobster stuffing that will have your taste buds singing. This stuffing isn't just a side, it's a star in its own right. This dish is all about balance. The harmony between the rich duck and the delicate seafood is what makes it truly special. You've got the rich, savory duck and the sweet, delicate seafood. Each bite is a journey through layers of flavor. Then you hit it with a bright, tangy orange dressing that cuts through the richness and brings everything together. It's the final touch that elevates the dish to new heights. Trust me, this is a meal that will impress even the most discerning palate. It's a culinary experience that leaves a lasting impression. But here's the kicker. It's not as difficult as it sounds. With the right guidance, you can create this masterpiece in your own kitchen. With a few simple techniques, anyone can master this dish. It's all about understanding the process and taking it step by step. So, put on your aprons, grab your knives, and let's get cooking. Together, we'll create a dish that's not just food, but a true symphony of flavors. Now let's talk duck. Ducks are fascinating creatures and their culinary potential is immense. From their rich, flavorful meat to their versatile fat, ducks offer a unique dining experience. Specifically, let's talk about the holy grail of duck cookery: crispy skin. This is what sets a great duck dish apart from an ordinary one. You see, the skin is where the magic happens. It's the layer that transforms under heat, becoming a golden, crispy delight that crackles with every bite. It's the difference between a good roast duck and a bloody brilliant one. A well-roasted duck with crispy skin is a culinary masterpiece, a testament to the chef's skill and attention to detail. The key to crispy skin is rendering out the fat. Duck fat is incredibly flavorful, but too much of it can make the skin soggy. Proper rendering ensures a perfect balance. And to do that, we need to create channels for the fat to escape. This is where scoring the skin comes into play, so grab a sharp knife and score the duck skin in a crisscross pattern. This technique not only helps in rendering the fat but also adds a beautiful texture to the skin. Don't go too deep, just through the skin and a little bit into the fat layer. This precision is crucial to avoid cutting into the meat, which can dry it out. Next, we need to dry the skin thoroughly. Moisture is the enemy of crispiness, so this step is essential. Pat it down with paper towels, making sure to absorb as much moisture as possible. Then leave it uncovered in the fridge for at least a few hours, or even overnight. This drying process is crucial for achieving that coveted crispy texture. This will help to dry out the skin even further, ensuring maximum crispiness. The longer you let it dry, the better the results. Before roasting, prick the skin all over with a fork. This step is often overlooked, but is vital for even fat rendering. This will help the fat render out evenly, ensuring that every part of the skin becomes crispy and delicious. Now, are you ready for golden, crispy perfection? Follow these steps and you'll be rewarded with a duck that boasts the best feature of all: irresistibly crispy skin. Now, let's move on to the star of the show, the stuffing. This is not your grandma's breadcrumb filler. This is a luxurious seafood medley that will have you licking the plate clean. We're using a combination of fresh crab meat and lobster for a truly decadent flavor. Don't be shy with the seafood, this is a celebration. For the bread, I like to use a crusty sourdough. It has a nice tangy flavor that complements the sweetness of the seafood. Chop the bread into small cubes and toast them lightly in the oven. This will help them to hold their shape and prevent them from becoming soggy. Then, in a large bowl, combine the toasted bread cubes, crab meat, lobster, chopped fresh herbs, think parsley, thyme, and a touch of tarragon, salt, pepper, and a splash of cream. Mix everything together gently but thoroughly. Section 4. Zesty orange dressing, a tangy counterpoint. Every great dish needs balance. And for this rich, decadent roast duck, we need a dressing that's bright, tangy, and refreshing. Enter the orange dressing. Now you can go a couple of different ways with this. You could make a classic French gastrique, which is a reduction of sugar and vinegar. Or you could keep it simple with a pan sauce made with the duck drippings, orange juice, and zest. Either way, make sure you add a touch of something special to elevate the flavor. A hint of ginger or a star anise pod will do the trick. Section 5. Sides of distinction, asparagus, and creamy mashed potatoes. In this section we will explore how to elevate your roast dinner with two classic and beloved side dishes that are sure to impress your guests. No roast dinner is complete without some delicious sides. They not only complement the main dish but also add variety and richness to the meal. And for this feast, we're keeping it classic with roasted asparagus and creamy mashed potatoes. These sides are not only easy to prepare but also bring a touch of elegance to your table. For the asparagus, simply toss it with olive oil, salt, pepper, and a squeeze of lemon juice. This simple seasoning enhances the natural flavors of the asparagus without overpowering it. The lemon juice adds a bright, zesty note that pairs perfectly with the richness of the roast. Roast it in the oven until it's tender crisp, about 10 to 15 minutes. Easy peasy. The key is to ensure the asparagus retains a bit of crunch while being cooked through. Now, for the mashed potatoes. We're using Yukon Gold potatoes for their creamy texture and buttery flavor. These potatoes are ideal for mashing because they have a natural richness that doesn't require much added fat. Boil them until tender, then drain them well. It's important to ensure the potatoes are fully cooked so they mash smoothly. While they're still hot, pass them through a potato ricer or mash them with a potato masher. This step is crucial for achieving that perfect, fluffy texture. If you don't have a ricer, a masher works just as well. Just be sure to mash them thoroughly to avoid any lumps. Don't even think about using a food processor, you'll end up with gluey potatoes. The blades of the processor break down the starches too much, resulting in a gummy texture, and no one wants that. Instead, stick to traditional methods for the best results. Add a knob of butter, a splash of cream, and a dollop of creme fraiche. These ingredients add richness and a silky texture to the mashed potatoes. The creme fraiche adds a slight tanginess that balances the richness of the butter and cream. Season with salt and pepper to taste. Don't be afraid to taste as you go to ensure the seasoning is just right. For an extra touch of luxury, stir in some roasted garlic. The roasted garlic adds a deep, savory flavor that takes these mashed potatoes to the next level. Section 6. Elevating the dish confit and foie gras. Now if you really want to impress your guests, there are a few things you can do to take this dish to the next level. First, consider making duck confit. This is a traditional French method of cooking duck in its own fat. It results in incredibly tender, flavorful meat that will make your taste buds sing. And for the ultimate indulgence, why not add a touch of foie gras? This rich, buttery delicacy pairs perfectly with the duck and seafood. You can sear it and serve it alongside the duck, or you can even make a foie gras torchon for an extra touch of elegance. Section 7. Final touches, wine pairing, and simplified approaches. Now let's talk wine. A dish this special deserves a wine that can stand up to its bold flavors. I'd recommend a Pinot Noir from Burgundy or a Beaujolais. If you prefer white wine, a crisp Riesling would also be an excellent choice. Now I know what you're thinking, this all sounds like a lot of work, and you're not wrong. But here's the thing. You can easily simplify this dish without sacrificing flavor. Start with pre-made duck confit. Use high-quality store-bought crab cakes for the stuffing. And keep the orange sauce simple with just orange juice and zest. The most important thing is to enjoy the process. Don't be afraid to experiment, and most importantly, have fun. Now go forth and create something truly delicious. Your taste buds will thank you. Hey y'all! You know how much I love sharing good food with good folks? There's something special about a recipe that captures hearts and stomachs worldwide. Viral recipes are like little bursts of joy, bringing people together in the kitchen. These recipes aren't just tasty, they're fun to make and even more fun to share. Get ready to wow your family, friends, and followers with these 5 dishes destined for internet fame. These vibrant skewers are perfect for summer barbecues, bringing a burst of color and flavor to any gathering. They also make for a light and healthy appetizer, ideal for those who want to enjoy a delicious yet nutritious snack. The combination of juicy shrimp, sweet pineapple, and colorful bell peppers is a treat for both the eyes and the palate, creating a symphony of flavors and textures. Ingredients: 1 pound large shrimp, peeled and deveined, ensuring they are fresh and ready for grilling. 1 red bell pepper cut into chunks, adding a vibrant red hue to the skewers. 1 yellow bell pepper cut into chunks, bringing a sunny yellow color to the mix. 1 orange bell pepper cut into chunks, adding a bright orange splash to the skewers. 1 pineapple cut into chunks for a sweet and tangy contrast, asterisk wooden skewers. For the marinade, 1/4 cup olive oil asterisk, 2 tablespoons honey to add a touch of sweetness and richness. 1 tablespoon soy sauce for a hint of umami flavor. 1 teaspoon grated ginger, adding a zesty kick. 1/2 teaspoon black pepper for a bit of heat. Instructions. 1. Thread shrimp, bell peppers and pineapple onto skewers, alternating colors to create a visually appealing presentation. 1. Whisk together marinade ingredients until well combined. 1. Marinate skewers for 30 minutes, allowing the flavors to meld together. 1. Preheat grill or grill pan over medium heat, ensuring it is hot enough to cook the skewers evenly. 1. Grill skewers for 3 to 4 minutes per side or until shrimp is pink and cooked through, with a slight char for added flavor. Tips. Soak wooden skewers in water for 30 minutes before grilling to prevent burning, ensuring they stay intact during cooking. Serve with a sprinkle of chopped cilantro and a squeeze of lime juice for a fresh, zesty finish that enhances the overall flavor. This low-carb bread alternative is taking the internet by storm. Made with just a few simple ingredients, it's surprisingly easy to whip up. The result? A light, fluffy cloud of cheesy goodness. Ingredients: 3 large eggs separated, 3 tablespoons cream cheese softened, 1/4 teaspoon salt, 1/4 cup shredded cheddar cheese. Instructions. 1. Preheat oven to 300 degrees Fahrenheit, 150 degrees Celsius. 1. Line a baking sheet with parchment paper. 1. Beat egg whites with salt until stiff peaks form. 1. In a separate bowl, beat egg yolks with cream cheese until smooth. 1. Gently fold yolk mixture into egg whites. 1. Fold in shredded cheese. 1. Drop spoonfuls of batter onto the prepared baking sheet. 1. Bake for 20 to 25 minutes or until golden brown. Tips: for a crispier texture, bake for a few minutes longer. Serve warm with your favorite toppings. Think avocado, smoked salmon, or even a simple spread of butter. 1 pan lemon herb chicken, a flavorful feast for the senses. This recipe is a weeknight lifesaver. It's quick, easy, and packed with flavor. Juicy chicken thighs are roasted to perfection with aromatic herbs and zesty lemon. The best part? Cleanup is a breeze. Ingredients: 1.5 pounds boneless, skinless chicken thighs. 1 lemon, thinly sliced. 1 tablespoon olive oil. 1 teaspoon dried oregano. 1 teaspoon dried thyme. 1/2 teaspoon salt. 1/4 teaspoon black pepper. Instructions. Preheat oven to 400 degrees Fahrenheit, or 200 degrees Celsius. Place chicken thighs in a single layer in a baking dish. Arrange lemon slices on top of the chicken. Drizzle with olive oil. Sprinkle with oregano, thyme, salt, and pepper. Bake for 30 to 35 minutes or until chicken is cooked through. Tips: add a splash of white wine to the baking dish for extra flavor. Serve with roasted vegetables or a simple salad for a complete meal. Rainbow Veggie Spring Rolls with Peanut Sauce. A burst of freshness. These spring rolls are not just a treat for your taste buds but also a visual delight, showcasing a rainbow of colors that make them almost too beautiful to eat. These colorful spring rolls are a feast for the eyes and a delight for the taste buds. Each bite is a burst of freshness, combining the crunch of vegetables with the soft, chewy texture of the rice paper. They're bursting with fresh vegetables and herbs, and the peanut sauce adds a creamy, savory finish. Ingredients: 8 rice paper wrappers. The combination of textures and flavors makes these spring rolls a perfect appetizer or light meal. 1 cup shredded red cabbage, 1 cup shredded carrots, 1 cup chopped cucumber, 1 cup bean sprouts. These vibrant vegetables not only add color but also provide a variety of nutrients and crunch. 1/2 cup chopped fresh cilantro. Cilantro adds a burst of freshness and a unique flavor that complements the other ingredients perfectly. 1/2 cup chopped fresh mint. Mint leaves add a refreshing and aromatic touch, making each bite even more delightful. For the peanut sauce, 1/4 cup peanut butter, 2 tablespoons soy sauce, 1 tablespoon honey, 1 tablespoon rice vinegar, 1/4 cup water. This sauce is the perfect blend of sweet, salty, and tangy flavors. Fill a large bowl with warm water. This step is crucial for softening the rice paper wrappers, making them pliable and easy to work with. Dip 1 rice paper wrapper into the water for a few seconds, just until softened. Be careful not to leave it in too long, or it will become too fragile to handle. Lay the wrapper flat on a work surface. Make sure it's smooth and free of wrinkles to ensure an even roll. Arrange a small amount of each vegetable and herb in a line across the center of the wrapper. This ensures that each bite is packed with a variety of flavors and textures. Fold in the sides of the wrapper, then tightly roll up from the bottom. Rolling tightly ensures that the spring rolls hold together and are easy to eat. Repeat with remaining wrappers and filling ingredients. This process can be a fun activity to do with family or friends, making it a social cooking experience. Whisk together peanut sauce ingredients in a small bowl. The sauce should be smooth and well blended, ready to complement the fresh flavors of the spring rolls. Serve spring rolls with peanut sauce for dipping. Tips: the sauce can also be drizzled over the rolls for an extra burst of flavor. Use a spiralizer to cut vegetables into thin ribbons for a more elegant presentation. This not only looks beautiful but also makes the vegetables easier to roll. Get creative with your fillings. Add tofu, shrimp, or avocado for extra protein and flavor. These additions can make the spring rolls more filling and versatile for different dietary preferences. No-bake chocolate peanut butter bars, a sweet and salty delight. These bars are a perfect blend of rich chocolate and creamy peanut butter, creating a treat that's both indulgent and satisfying. These no-bake bars are the perfect treat to satisfy your sweet tooth. Whether you're craving something sweet or salty, these bars have got you covered. They're rich, decadent, and require no baking whatsoever. Perfect for those hot summer days when you don't want to turn on the oven. The combination of chocolate and peanut butter is a classic for a reason. Ingredients. Let's start with the basics. 1 cup graham cracker crumbs. These crumbs form the base of our bars, giving them a delightful crunch. Half a cup creamy peanut butter. This adds the creamy texture and rich flavor we all love. 1/4 cup unsalted butter, melted. 1 cup powdered sugar. The butter helps bind everything together while the sugar adds sweetness. 1 cup milk chocolate chips. These will melt into a smooth, luscious layer. 1/2 cup peanut butter chips. These add an extra burst of peanut butter flavor. Instructions: line an 8 by 8 inch baking dish with parchment paper. This makes it easier to remove the bars later. In a medium bowl, combine graham cracker crumbs, peanut butter, and melted butter. Mix until well combined. Press mixture into the prepared baking dish. Make sure it's evenly spread and firmly packed. In a separate bowl, whisk together powdered sugar and milk chocolate chips. This will be our delicious topping. Pour chocolate mixture over the graham cracker crust and spread evenly. Make sure every corner is covered. Sprinkle peanut butter chips on top. These will add a delightful crunch and extra flavor. Refrigerate for at least 2 hours or until set. This helps the bars firm up and makes them easier to cut. Cut into bars and serve. Tips: for the best results, use a sharp knife and clean it between cuts. For a fun twist, add a pinch of sea salt to the chocolate mixture. This enhances the flavors and adds a gourmet touch. Keep bars refrigerated until ready to serve. Enjoy your sweet and salty delight. Ready to go viral? These 5 recipes are more than just delicious dishes. They're invitations to create, share, and connect. With their vibrant colors, tantalizing flavors, and easy-to-follow steps, they're sure to make a splash in the online cooking community. So, grab your ingredients, put on your apron, and let's get cooking. Don't forget to share your culinary masterpieces online using #viraleats. Happy cooking, y'all!